Good. Krem, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's a terrible morning, it's a rough morning, it's a sad morning. Mose, how you doing, my brother, before I get into this conversation?
Boy, it's under the situation. They put me under the weather for a couple of days, but I am functioning, which is good. I'm up on 2 foot, give thanks.
All right, that sounds good, good. Mose, that's something, I did observe something long time, Mose. And day before yesterday, really, it hit the nail on the head. And I started to do a lot of research. I started to do a lot of digging. I started watching a lot of podcasts where they tell you about domestic affairs.
Okay.
In relationship.
Yeah.
Mose, where I find out, it don't nice. It don't nice where I find out.
Right.
Because the human being believe.
Human being or the
human in general.
The
human
male.
in general.
The male.
I don't want to pick side, make it sound like the woman or the man make people this man get all riled up and believe that they're the pick side.
Right.
So human in general.
Right.
Human being in general. Most listen to me.
I can hear you.
I said, I'm going to have this conversation with some brothers, right?
So where you, okay, you want to tell me about where you research or you want to tell me about where you hear from your brothers, you know, the conversation with you?
I want to mix it up.
Mix it up.
Because I know I don't got a lot of time.
No. Obviously we get up this morning and many people are dealing with the afterclaps of, the very, very tragic news, murder, suicide. We dealing with last week we cried this morning. The last week we start the week with the conversation about the.
Yes, my brother, but I don't want the family and don't go through so much, my brother. I don't want to come so that stuff on the womb and then like it's so like at the top.
Right, no man, but I know they say that.
You know?
Calm yourself. I know they ask you to do that. I just to make people understand why when you get up this morning, that topic they come up, right?
Yeah.
So go that's it. He better call it. He been along sure, brother.
Yeah, more in our real life now. All we know we go through as human in our own personal, internal relationship.
Right.
Only we know. Him and her. You understand?
Yeah.
And people could speculate. People have the right to assume. People have the right for whatever when it comes to for their personal information or whatsoever they think about somebody's relationship on the outside. But most make I tell you something. Domestic, now a serious problem, now an internal problem because people are like people in their business, regardless of going down to the police station and make a report. Even that. Last week, down at Riga, the woman put out a full explanation on Facebook why he never did gang and report a partner. Most time when you see how a woman look on social media, tear up, drag up, and she said that was the first time. She said that was the first time. But she said, he never want nobody in her business. This man that done an officer. You know, and what I'm talking about, Moses, I know a conversation with me and you bring up something. This done you out there. This think the road. You get what I'm saying? It's my view and your opinion on it if you choose to. You understand? But most domestic affairs are an internal thing we part by the end of the day, you know. When feelings kick in, you don't got no self-control. Regardless of who you are. Because some people on the outside they say, and I never do that. Cho, he weak. Cho, she this. No. You know they not in people's life. People invest in a relationship. People invest in a time. That is something we could just pick up and say, you want to walk away from. There is too much invest, too much energy. No, I can't point finger to the police department down there at the station. We say that for the domestic unit, they work.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they call you for help, down no job, on a duty, if you take it serious of how the situation is. Most try call 911 at this time. Just try call it. You know, this my point where I get to most is that there comes a time now in our life where we believe the solution that we take with life. If we take somebody like the solution that we take with life too, that's what we personally believe now. I've been telling you for a long time, for the straight on the point, that believes our place, we take the law into the one hand.
So, mega get in a little bit. A little while back, somebody may throw out at me one term, emotional dysregulation.
The one that's too big for me, most broke that down, that's too big for me.
So the word emotional dysregulate. So you know what regulate mean, right?
Yeah.
Regulate mean that you're the control. So dysregulate mean that it's out of control.
Yeah, alright.
So that one thing, obviously that one term for people who got this expertise that we got emotional dysregulation, meaning that people have one over energized reaction when something happened to them that is negative. So something happened to you negative, you got an ability for pleasant, but you got an ability to regulate your emotion and keep it within boundaries that your reaction is not going to be one that is dangerous. Some people struggle with that. If you put it in a free terms, Brick, some people know if you take one L.
Yeah.
And some people don't know how to take an L. And you
I tell you a small percentage know if you take an LG.
And you might be unwilling to make it be gender based, but excuse me, predominantly the gender that is often put up as being strong is the gender we struggle with the ability to take one L, meaning we the man, and it's not just within personal relationships. So I don't like coming here in a morning like this and give opinion like I think I know and I know this and I know that. But in our conversation, everybody chip in what occurred to them. So I know the chip in expertise, I the chip in my thoughts. Because many people who have heard some of the stories, so including what we know now that happened last week with your bedroom and with Tom and everything, involve, based upon the information that has come out so far, involve the management and the emotional reaction to things going wrong for somebody and they never handle the L. And so one of the things that I would suggest, I would say, and you could see it, like if you there on kids and you make kids they play one game or something, you want got some kids where if the game go wrong, they lose it. I don't know if you say that. You got some kids where whatever. Make I finish my pint, no birds. Make I finish my pint. I don't want to get cut off till I finish the pint. Then you could respond. I just want to know if you have seen you pass some kids. Anyway they dance something they go wrong, they struggle with how they handle the emotional reaction. That is emotional dysregulation. And so I want to make a plug for the fact that, yes, we as men have to have one conversation about how we take an L. If they would have said 1 generation ago, one man could go to the street, get in a fist fight, and if he lose, he lose. But in a 2025, more and more people, they can't take that L. Look on the case now where we hear about this police officer who has been charged with the double murder, tragic, of 2 elderly people in Hattieville. And then we hear what we are told is the background to that, where his problem was he wanted to bring a new partner into this lady's house, and the lady basically said, no, I not there with that. He couldn't handle, based on what we know so far, the allegation is that he couldn't handle the no.
Yeah.
And because he couldn't handle the no, the allegation is saying that he committed a terrible act because he emotionally couldn't deal. He went from Mecca bringing my partner into the house to I will kill you all. And you say, but because they tell you can't bring in a partner, that is the classic case of inability to control your emotional reaction to unpleasant news. And I want to say this, that the place where, you know, somebody could say, well, one of the things when I tell you is that we're not born with, you know, when we're born, we have to develop the ability to handle our emotions. That's why they say, you see a child at 2 years old and call it a terrible twos because they got tantrum. You see a child at 2 years old, 2 to 3 years old, they are going through a process of trying to understand their emotions, how to cope with their emotions. And so you want to have some children where don't get enough to protect them, to manage them, for them to learn how to deal with that, and they might be problematic. I want to just put on the record that one of the best avenues, when properly, I want to put that word, when properly managed, that helps to develop and helps to combat emotional dysregulation, is healthy sports activities. Because when you're a child and you're playing a game and you lose, you learn how to lose. You learn how to get an L. It's a real nice, what you would call preparation for where life is. Because life, as you say when you start, got everything in it. And I don't know the person in a life will have to deal at some point in time with one L. I don't know about you. When it comes to personal relationship, I got more L than W. I could tell you right out, you as a man, you reach a certain point, we are facing a point where a woman has said, I don't want to deal with you no more. Give thanks to the man where meet somebody when they're a teenager and live their whole life with them till eternal. I'm saying here that is not the standard. The standard is at some point in time you want broke up. At some point in time, a woman might say to you, I don't really care for you that much again. Or I find somebody else who got my interest. That is a part of the life. And we have to stop, as men, think that somehow, you know, I think it amongst the fragility. It's fragility